Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in From the Depth. And today we will take a little bit of a look at the losers bracket here. We are going to have two brave combatants which have proven themselves to be quite effective in the losers bracket. And only one of them will continue the fighting. The other one of them will be eliminated from the rest of the tournament, because that is the nature of double elimination. And those combatants are... is this an omen? Who knows? One of them is the Project Broadsword, which is, you may think they have two barrels. Actually, they do not. It's single barrel cram cannons. This is the Project Broadsword by Scrubbus, and these are oh no, are we colliding? Of course we're colliding. Well, in any case, this is a very effective combat design by Scrubbus. It absolutely spams frag shells at like 200-300 meters per second. It's a big hydrofoil ship and it has tons of metal armor to the side. We've seen it many times. People may love it or hate it, but one thing is sure, it is indeed a quite effective design. And this will be pitched against a statistically equally efficient design. This is the Gem-Crested Starfall by someone. And it has, like, now it's in the Army of GMODISM color, which looks very cool. But otherwise, it has fancy crystals that look more crystal-like. This one, however, is only 1000 firepower, with most of that being APS, and then we have a pretty strong laser as well. So it's gonna be very interesting to see if this flat Gem-Crested Starfall can deal with something like the Project Broadsword. This has quite the low profile, so perhaps it will take damage extra fast, or perhaps it will avoid damage extra fast. This is obviously a one-sider, which I'm sure you can see. Let's get into the battle. So here we are in the battlefield, and this is, as said, the Gem-Crested Starfall, and we're gonna spawn it in with some other colors. It's pretty quick, I believe, this one. I don't remember the top speed. It's only 67 meters per second. Oh well. And we are being faced against the Project Broadsword, which does have pretty low speed shells, but we'll see. It's pretty fast too. And it sounds like thunder. It's absolutely brutal, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely brutal. Look at this thing. Just spams the shells like this. Question is, will the Gem-Crested Starfall be able to escape this damage? So far, so good. That barrage has been off target. Oh my. Oh my. Ladies and gentlemen, the damage is coming in here. And one would imagine that Cram is a good weapon to shoot against the Project Broadsword. But evidently, the Gimle class wasn't able to win using Crams, and it has a pretty heavy Cram focus. The thunderous sound of the Project Broadsword. It's really loud, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my, look at that. And we have some scary APSs here going in here from the Gem-Crested Starfall. And oh my, yeah, we got a turret. We have indeed have a turret It is equal right now, 95% versus 95%. It's gonna be quite interesting to see who has the stronger ship of these. "94, Gem-Crested Starfall is a little bit in the lead right now. I think it's gonna be a lot about if we are getting through to the turrets or not. Yeah, I'll just have to pause there. I'll have to pause there and see. Is that Hesh? Is it? Because I thought it was mostly kinetics, right? Yeah, here we have a Sabo. Yeah, I remember we have a mix of shells from the Gem-Crested Starfall. Yeah, I think the armor-piercing ones are really digging in deep here. And it's gonna be best of 3, obviously, because that is what we do. Oh my, look at that. We're getting through to some engines here. But of course, the Project Broadsword does beat back. Oh yes. Damage is being dealt. Oh, it's just taking those shots to the face. Look at that. The layer of era, backstacked era, or no, I mean staggered era, probably really saved it saved its ass there a little bit, I believe. Some of those frag shells were eliminated when it's shot there. Whoops, locking onto the wrong thing. Sorry. Looks like the maneuverability of the Project Broadsword is a little bit handicapped. And now you can see the Gem-Crested Starfall gets into a Goldilocks zone, because I believe the chances are pretty high that Project Broadsword would basically shoot itself a little bit when it has this suboptimal angle. Oh, look at that. We have cram mortars as well, and they are coming in now. Finally, the Project Broadsword is moving slower. It's switching sides. Very unintentional, but definitely the best decision of its career. And this is of course a very high stakes battle. This is in the losers bracket, mind you. Either Scrabus's Project Broadsword or someone's Gem-Crested Starfall will be eliminated from the tournament by losing this battle. Not this battle. This session. What's it called? Yeah, this battle. It's one battle with 3 rounds, right? Oh my. We are really tanking in there. Look at that. Good old kinetics. 76%. So many of the turrets are damaged right now. So the Gem-Crested Starfall is about 10% in the lead, almost, not quite. But obviously you can see that the Project Broadsword still has a lot of firepower to give. So this battle is very undecided so far. A lot of these kinetic shells do go deep though. Look at that. I think we'll have to pause here and just check out what's happening. We are shooting through to the other sides. A lot of engines are damaged here. almost over-penetrating. Oh, looks like they targeted new turrets. There you go, there you go. The Project Broadsword's main weaknesses are that its turret heads are kind of weak, and the Gem-Crested Starfall just spams Hesh, which happens to be pretty efficient at cutting off turret necks like this. The turret heads are good, I mean the turret necks. They're pretty thin and unarmored. Or not heavily armored, so you can see we are cutting off turret heads here. This is Parisian Revolution moment right here. Look at that. Oh man. Yeah. Look at that. First battle is definitely gonna be won by the Gem-Crested Starfall. She is tackling this battle quite valiantly. Look at her zooming by and just dealing damage. What in the world did the Gem-Crested Starfall even get to the loser's bracket? Oh, the ISF Annihilation. Yeah, okay. The Annihilation does that to good ships. I can testify. The Annihilation. That's a strong one. Gem-Crested Starfall 78%, Project Broadsword 59%. But it's best of 3, so it's entirely possible the Gem-Crested Starfall was just incredibly lucky, and the Project Broadsword may actually be the stronger combatant. We don't really know yet. But yeah, a few more seconds and the Project Broadsword is a memory. Alas, a memory. And there we go, we have entered Despawn Town. Congratulations to someone. Who's that? Well, it's just someone. Right, that's very anonymous. Anyways, someone built a ship, and that ship happens to be good. She's called the Gem-Crested Starfall. Someone built her, and she's good. Next battle. Eric, nobody thinks that's funny. It's boring. Next round. Let's follow the crazy barrage here from the Project Broadsword, and we shall indeed see if the Broadsword will get some revenge. We are just machine gunning shells here. Neat. From so many positions. Oh, we're just spamming stuff here. It's pretty funny as well that the Gem-Crested Starfall has a lot of cannons underneath it as well. And that's a really good way to get more space of like good angles to actually shoot at. Very fun looking hydrofoiled propellers. And the hydrofoils are hilarious on this thing. They're like skis, which are extended down by poles like this. It's very nice. Oh well, let's get back to the battle. The Project Broadsword is actually in the lead this round. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. We are digging deep here. We are digging gold. We are digging gold. Look at that. Oh yeah, and the Hesh spam will decapitate some turrets any seconds now. These guns are so incredibly loud. They're just so incredibly loud. There we go. One turret. And we are not really hitting with the mortars, yet at least. And... nope. No more turrets to go right now. Well, we'll see how this will develop. The cram cannons do actually do some damage as well. What happened with the laser? Gem-Crested Starfall's laser seems to be offline. Or is it maybe perhaps only doing lamb's duty? I think it's mostly doing lamb's duty actually. The Gem-Crested Starfall is 10% in the lead. Or 10% like shy of 0. I don't know. This is really this one is a true slugfest. Oh my, look at that. We have targeted some new turrets here. These are definitely not functional. Bam, one decapitated even. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the main turrets seems to be lost now. And it's just digging deep. Look at that. It's like it's sentiently targeting the... oh, bam, decapitated. Hesh is doing heshing stuff. I do believe that the Gem-Crested Starfall is probably targeting hot blocks, and all of the turrets happen to have some planar shield. No, not planar shields. What am I saying? I shouldn't confuse you. I confuse myself. Projector shields, I mean. Let's rest our ears a little bit from the constant barrages of 500mm shells being spammed. And take a little look at the Gem-Crested Starfall. Or I mean Gem-Crested Starfall. Because I can't speak English, apparently. $88 versus 74. Gem-Crested is at 88. So the Gem-Crested Starfall is more than 10% in the lead. And it seems to be firing still. I was almost thinking, does it have trouble firing? But it seems it... oh no. When we see them come together like this, we can see how many shells are indeed here. Yeah. We're just leaving a trail of damage blocks behind. Oh, bam. Hard battle this, but it really, right now, it's really pointing in the direction that the Gem-Crested Starfall will win this, and that means that a Project Broadsword will be eliminated. But it's too early to say, really. So we'll have to be tuned to see which it's gonna be. Well, Project Broadsword has entered the funny number. And it's just exited it. Perhaps it didn't like being in that position, so it decided to lose an extra health point fast instead. Well, 67%. Oh my, it's... oh, losing more turrets. Oh no. Yeah. I think the Gem-Crested Starfall is taking this battle home. The Project Broadsword. This was one of the ships that beat the Gimle. So incredibly fast we could barely blink before it has won. So I am quite surprised to see it being already eliminated. That is crazy. It has now lost 2 of 2 battles if it doesn't do some miraculous stuff to turn this battle around. Yeah, it's been losing 2 battles and now it's eliminated. That is crazy. I would not have expected that from something that just beat the Gimle class so incredibly fast. But it's really hard to know the general power of something, and it's very based on specifics, like what specific enemy do you meet or not, that will decide the outcome of a battle. Yeah. That random, like a randomized matchup is probably a lot also contributing to who is winning or not. Because you can of course there is space for being incredibly unlucky or incredibly lucky. Like really meeting the enemies that ticks all your weak boxes, or really meeting the enemy that you happen to have counters against. So it's really hard to tell if the Project Broadsword could have survived a lot longer if it met another foe. Who knows, but it is quite clear here that we'll have to say big congratulations to someone, because the Gem-Crested Starfall is indeed the more powerful vessel, and the Project Broadsword is unfortunately eliminated from the Gimle tournament. GG Scrubbers, that was a pretty powerful design, and you still hold some impressive performance of beating the Gimle initially in those battles. That was awesome. Well, we of course have to see what happens if we instead bring 2 Project Broadswords to the fight. The results, however, are of course already set in stone. The Gem-Crested Starfall by someone, well, she is indeed the better ship. The Gem-Crested Starfall indeed. Very impressive. Very impressive. And the Project Broadsword, man, what a ship. What a ship. I'm very surprised seeing it being eliminated from the tournament. You know what? I want to say big thank you all to all of those who are supporting the channel. All of you in the ecclesiarchy of GMODISM, you are also known as YouTube members, and you could see this battle in early access several weeks before anyone else could see it. So I hope you like that perk and the other perks you have. And to the commissioned officers in the army of GMODISM, I will read out our most notable members as of this recording. Commodore the All-Around Gamer, Commanders Ali, Ben Wilkie, Cameron Dixon, Sven van der Velde, our lieutenants Anto, Cravey, Daniel Saikin, J.D. Visage, Owen, Vincent Veritas, Volkite, and Scooby Rocks. Big thank you for your monthly support. It helps a lot. Well, unsurprisingly, having this many enemies on the battle does indeed create a lot more lag. I am shocked. We have 2 million battleships battling each other on the open seas. Oh, they also decided to collide with each other. I'm surprised the game didn't crash. Great, just great. I love From the Depth AI. Its maneuver are fantastic. This is not a Bethesda game, so we can't pretend it's a feature either. This is definitely a bug. Oh wow. Look at that. Now they detangled. Well, good job. Perhaps the Gem-Crested Starfall has a good chance of winning this anyways, because they just decide to... The AI just decides to do really stupid things. Well, who knows. In any case, I want to just say to you all, big thank you for watching this video, and if you are not subscribed to the channel, I would also like you to subscribe. That means you will be seeing more of our content in the future, and hopefully you will also enjoy it. And if you do like the content, I will recommend you to check out the GMODISM channel. That is my secondary channel. And on the GMODISM channel, I have recently been making a lot of videos showcasing some finished, almost finished, or in progress stuff that are just on my drive, and many of them are going to be developed and put in the second chapter Frontier Fleet and gonna be used in the Nether playthrough. So if you want to see what vehicles I have been making and how they're going to be used in the Nether and why I made them and the technology behind them, then you should totally check out the GMODISM channel as well, which is on the end screen of this video. The double firepower from the Project Broadswords look absolutely terrifying. The Gem-Crested Starfall is predictably quite lower health, despite the Project Broadswords, despite they collided with each other. The Gem-Crested Starfall, she is indeed, 66%. No chance, no chance. GG, was fun to see if she could beat 2 broadswords, but obviously she can't. Well, you never know until you try. GG in any case, and both of these designs are absolutely fantastic. Do click the bronze icon to check out the GMODISM channel with some extra from the depth build. If you feel like you need some relaxing times or some sleep help or something like that, the GMODISM's relaxation channel, Relaxism in silver, is somewhere you should go as well. Well, in any case, big thanks for watching. This is your host Eric, and I am signing out. See you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video.